In today's video, we're going to build a to-do app with the PackageJS, full-stack web application, API and UI, builders. If you're new to building applications with PackageJS, you'll first have to set up your programming environment. A link to that post is in the description. We'll begin by creating a new API and designing its first database table. We'll add 2 fields to our new table, starting with the primary key. The next field we'll add is a text area field that will store searchable information about our tasks. Our database looks good. To create and access the data in our database, we'll have to add a few actions. We'll create this action with the core tasks table as its only path component. An actions path defines parent-child relationships between the tables, automatically creating cross-reference tables in your database to manage these one-to-one, one-to-many, or many-to-many relationships. We'll start with the standard insert action, which will handle post requests to our tasks table, inserting new tasks using the default plugins. You can also create custom plugins, which are fully programmable with Node.js. Because the ID field is able to be automatically generated, we can exclude it from our insert action's expected post parameters. If we wanted to give the user the option to manually enter an ID, we would not exclude it. You can learn more about excluding default fields from the documentation. The search, select, update, and delete actions are created the same way. Now we will choose how and where to deploy our API. We will launch this API locally, using SkySQL for our database. You can select other options for databases, and deploy to different hosts, such as AWS, or even build standalone bundles to deploy your API to a Raspberry Pi that runs offline. Our API will be zipped and downloaded to our Downloads folder. We will have to launch our API before we can auto-generate and customize our UI. Navigate to your Downloads folder and unzip the downloaded to-do app development.zip file. Then, copy a path to the unzipped to-do app development folder and open a new terminal window. We're prompted to install all packages for our project. Press Enter, and wait for them to install. Now, we'll be asked to set our environment variables. We will mostly use the default values. Set the URL we want this API to launch on. The following environment variables pertain to your database credentials. Your database connection details will probably be different. Finally, we'll save these settings and launch. Now that we're done launching our API, we'll build out an interface to make it easy to manage our to-dos. First, create a new UI. We'll now connect our UI to our API. We launched our API on http://127.0.0.1:490000, and its contract can be accessed at /openapi.json. You can import multiple APIs, able to share authentication tokens and states, but we'll save that explanation for another tutorial. Now we'll choose how and where to deploy our UI. We will launch this UI locally, using React.js for our front-end framework. Our UI will be zipped and downloaded to our Downloads folder. Navigate to your Downloads folder and unzip the downloaded to-do interface development.zip file. Then, copy a path to the unzipped to-do interface development folder and open a new terminal window. We're prompted to install all packages for our project. Press Enter, and wait for them to install. Now, we'll be asked to set our environment variables. We will mostly use the default values. Set the URL we want this UI to launch on, and the URL we launched our API on. We'll save these settings and launch. The interface that we've automatically generated is just a scaffolding. Each component can be fully customized, including the functionality, layout, and styling. as well as options for routing and static site generation.